Hello, beautiful world. Welcome back to the present moment. My name is Rebecca, and I am a fellow human being investigating the themes, cycles, and intersections of life. God bless. We're outside. Oh, we got this. It is a beautiful day to exist in this present moment. The sky is out, the wind is flowing, nature is all around us, and we have absolutely everything that we need in this present moment. God is at our side. God has got our backs. God is orchestrating and refining and placing the perfect conditions in our lives at this time in order for us to grow, develop, and to fulfill our purposes. How would you conduct the task authentically? How would you conduct the task being completely alone? When you're totally alone in a space, how are you acting? What do you do? How do you express yourself? How do you speak? How do you move? How do you interact with your environment? You may not be completely alone in a space, but still, how would you act as though you were totally alone? Because I'm in a park right now, and I'm not alone. There's people over there, and I'm a little bit shy. God bless all the people here. I'm just a little bit shy right now about like my movement. I want to be a little bit stealthy, and like I don't want anyone necessarily to see me, but I'm in a physical position that I really like the background. I love the lighting. I love how we are, dabs. I want to hold this. I want to hold this. Even though there's people around, I might be perceived. How would I still be acting as though I was by myself? Because that commitment to authenticity is truly inspiring for others. That courage to be vulnerably authentic and to continue on with what you mean to do in light of being perceived by others, that is so inspiring for other individuals to experience. Our goal is to always be positively impacting people, that our presence and us being perceived by others is only positively influencing others. We hold our alignment, we claim our alignment, we embody our authenticity, we assume the identity that we want to be. That is naturally transmuting those assumptions, those confidences, those commitments to other people. Being perceived as you are right now transfers, transmutes that energy to other people so that they can also embody those same confidences, those same commitments, those same natural ways of being. We do our very best. Because we know, according to the observer effect, when anything in this reality is perceived by an external observer, that object alters its behavior. God bless, we alter our behavior when we are perceived, whether we are conscious of that or not, whether we know it or not. It is a natural way of things, it is a natural aspect of our reality, but still we can always maintain the intentions to commit to our authenticity. Because our authenticity is our true and natural way of being. Our authenticity in our speech, in our words, in our movements, in our placement in space, that is our alignment. Being authentic is claiming your alignment in physical space, in your way of being here and now. The point is to exist here and naturally, exactly as you are. Your authenticity is an inspiration to others. Your authenticity is a motivation to others. Living authentically is also committing to the natural energy of the moment. Say you arrive to a space with a specific intention, but as you are engaging in that intention, something just feels a little bit off. It doesn't feel right. Nothing is necessarily wrong, but you feel energetically that working on that original intention is simply not flowing naturally. It's not being authentic to the energy in the moment. So we can pivot. We are always able to pivot and to adapt and to let go of our original intentions and realign on what is truly authentic in energy in this present moment. I actually arrived here intending to speak about a different topic, and as I was speaking about it, it just felt off. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel aligned, and I let it go with grace and with gratitude, and I committed to speaking authentically, expressing myself authentically in light of being perceived, despite the fact that I had a different intention, and I just commit wholeheartedly to the true energy of this very moment. God bless, dabs. Yes. Hello, beautiful world. Also, we're able to explore in our environment. We're able to walk around and move around and play. We can move however we want to move. Yes. We can play however we want to play. Let us be our inner child selves. What would younger us do right now? Oh my gosh, younger me would be like running around. Oh my gosh, this is actually a really great idea. Just like run around. You know, like those scenes in movies where people are like running around in the fields and like living vicariously and just like living their best lives, feeling so free. This is like low-key a rite of passage in life, is can you run around in a field by yourself? Maybe you'll be perceived by others, but can you still do it? How would you be if the whole world was watching you and yet you still do it as though you are alone? The whole world is watching you, and yet still, how would you be as though you were alone? When you're so focused on this present moment and what you're working on, what you came here for, what is naturally manifesting for you in this moment, your focus is entirely on the task at hand. You don't even notice that you might be perceived by others. When you're so focused, there's no space in consciousness to even consider being perceived by others. That is how you commit to your authenticity. That is how you are virtuous in the moment. Being virtuous in the moment is committing our consciousnesses wholeheartedly, fully to the task at hand. Our consciousness is totally enveloped in what we are working on. There is no consideration of an end result. There's no consideration of how it could manifest. It's simply engaging in the task at hand for its own sake. That is the highest fulfillment we can ever experience. That is eudaimonia as Aristotle philosophized. Aristotle philosophized actually that the highest, best feeling that any human can experience in life is feeling fulfilled. And feeling fulfilled is engaging in the task at hand for its own sake, with hardly any or no consideration at all for the end result. The highest fulfillment that a human can experience is engaging in the task, being so consciously enveloped and committed to it. That is fulfillment, that is eudaimonia. For example, say you're working on writing a book. God bless you. If you're writing that book, bestie, you gotta write that book. God bless you. Wait, really quick, bestie. If you're writing that book, you gotta write that book. God bless you. As Aristotle teaches us, the highest fulfillment that we can experience in that process of, say, writing a book is to be consciously engaged in the process. The highest fulfillment is the experience of the process. Consciously, when you are writing and creating it and making it your own, that is the highest fulfillment. The end result, such as the publication of the book, thousands and millions of people reading your work, your book being so acclaimed and positively impactful upon the world, that is also beautiful. But that type of fulfillment cannot compare to the true fulfillment that you feel when you are engaged in the process. If we are engaging in a project or in a task mainly for the result, for the end goal, the process itself will not be as fulfilling as if our intentions are truly aligned with the process. We've got to be in it for the process, and I mean everything in life is a process. The process is the goal. So it's gonna feel amazing when you finish that project. You're gonna feel accomplished, you're gonna feel lighter, you're gonna feel like you've achieved something, you're gonna be so proud of yourself. And yet the highest fulfillment that you ever experienced was being so engaged and passionate and committed to the process every single time. Dabs, that's eudaimonia, baby. And we can even go a step further than just considering like a project that we're working on. As humans, we're always working on something. Let us apply this also to the experience of life. When we are fully committed to living life, being in the present moment, living authentically, doing right by others, living righteously, that is the highest fulfillment that we can experience. What end result, what final manifestation comes of that? Maybe it's a legacy that we leave, maybe it's the impact that we leave on others. When life is all said and done, we're not going to be here to experience that anyways. So that end result, that end manifestation of our lives might really mean nothing to us compared to the true fulfillment that we can actually feel right now in this present moment. God bless. These are all ideas. These are simply ideas and philosophies that I've really enjoyed investigating and living by in my life, and I want to share it with you. But if it doesn't feel aligned for you, no need. You might also need to think about it for yourself a little bit. Actually, a really essential aspect of life is thinking for yourself. So you're going to hear people teach you some things, share ideas and perspectives. You can accept anything that you want to accept, but definitely make sure to think for yourself about it. If you assume an idea that you really like and is beneficial for you in your life, assume it, but make sure that you assume it in your own way. It's kind of like how when we're learning, it's really helpful to take notes so that you have reference points that you can continue to learn from. But it's so important to take those notes in your own words. If you copy down the same wording that another person wrote or spoke, it's not going to land as much for you unless you personalize it, that you write it in your own words, in your own language, for your own self. In a similar way, when we are learning ideas from others so as to positively benefit our lives, it's important to assume the ideas, take on the ideas that we feel like are aligned with us, and still personalize them to make them our own so that it really feels connected, that it feels authentic and it feels right, because every human being is so beautifully unique. God bless. I thought I was going to talk about a certain subject, and then I didn't. I talked about what naturally was flowing right now, and I'm really happy that I just flowed with my authentic speech because that was what needed to be said. It's so amazing to exist in a park and just play like you're a child again. I really enjoy it. I think so much of adulthood for me is returning to my inner child self, the intentions and the dreams that I had as a child, and also the natural ways of being that I was being as a child. The natural passions I had, the interests and curiosities that I had, my favorite things to do as a child. The closer we are to being born, the more authentic, natural, and destined it is. So much of my adulthood has been returning back to how I was as a child and doing those things I was always naturally doing as a child and fulfilling those dreams that I had as a child. Hopefully this is a positive inspiration and alignment for you as well to return to how you were as a child, those first dreams in life that you had, those first favorite things to do, those first projects and ideas, all of those projects that younger you was working on, but maybe you might have left behind. See if you can return to those. Not necessarily in the same way, but as your new self, fulfilling that goal that your inner child had. Because you've lived a lot of life by now, so you have earned a lot of experiences, you've learned wisdom and knowledge and perspectives that you can use to fulfill that original dream. Because we're never too late. We never pause things without a reason. Sometimes it's out of avoidance, nothing wrong with that, simply we must be aware of it. In all of the space of the pause that we might have taken, we actually learned so much wisdom that we can use to fulfill that original intention in a more authentic way. More time is a blessing. More time is a gift. We can return to those original projects and ideas without a rush, but with focus, with intentionality, and with dedication to ourselves. If anyone's got to be dedicated to ourselves, it's ourselves, right? This coming season of life is going to be freaking awesome. It's so awesome because you're committed to what you're working on. You're so focused on that project, on that dream, on that goal. And also, you are aligning your beliefs so hard. The deeper that you believe, not only the faster that you receive, but the more harmoniously it manifests. There is no space in consciousness to doubt. There's no space in consciousness to worry or to have anxiety or to fear. We cast up all of those energies up to God, and we are just so faithful. We're so believing. We know that that dream that we have in our heart, that's it. That's our guide. That is our assurance. That is our alignment. And it is our honor to be living it across time. Because, of course, our dreams, they're manifesting across time. Manifestations unfold over time. It is our belief, our confidence, our true love for that dream that keeps it manifesting and unfolding. And we know that more time is such a blessing. It is such a gift. So we are not rushing anything. God is always taking care of our resources, our needs, both immediate and long-term needs. God is placing us exactly where we need to be placed in order to fulfill our destinies and also in order to meet the people that we're supposed to meet. We follow our intuition. You know when something feels aligned and when it doesn't feel aligned. Something feels aligned when you can easily be very decisive about it. Decisiveness is key. The universe responds to decisiveness. The more decisive you are about taking a step forward, the more the universe is decisive in matching your manifestation accordingly. The universe matches your confidence, and decisiveness is an act of confidence. If you're feeling a little bit indecisive about something, it could be a sign that it's not aligned. It's a spectrum here. A person on one end might be indecisive because it feels intuitively very right, but they're trying to rationalize and make it make sense logically too much. Always follow your intuition. That's one way of being indecisive, and that is an opportunity for that individual to follow their intuition and trust God. The really intuitive person might feel indecisive about something when logically it makes sense, but intuitively it doesn't feel right. So always trust your intuition and notice if your indecisiveness is from you being too rational or it's from your intuition telling you not to do something, even if rationally it seems like a good idea. All right? Follow your intuition. It's putting you in the right places, in the right times. God bless. God bless, mama. Yeah, God bless, mama. Keep on holding your faith, your belief, your confidence. Assume that the very best is going to be manifesting for you. Assume that you're already living the best of life. What you assume to be true is what manifests for you. Also, you get what you prepare for and you get what you expect. But it may not manifest exactly as you were preparing for it and exactly as you were expecting it. It manifests in energy. As you prepare in energy, action, and mindset is as it manifests energetically in the perfect form under grace. As you expect the very best manifests in the perfect form under grace, probably like better than you could have ever imagined it. So you're able to adapt and pivot and evolve. You're not attached to forms. You're not attached to the way that things can manifest in physical reality. We're just living. We're just out here living. God bless. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Join me on the present moment where we are all being our very best selves. What is our best? It's being focused. It's being righteous. It's being good people. It's committing to living authentically and fulfilling our purposes in this life. This is a space and a community for us to all exist in unity and harmony across all of our diverse backgrounds and experiences, languages, and cultures. Our diversity is our strength. Our unity in our diversity is our power. God bless! Mashallah! Your next steps forward are on the ground in front of you. Your physical reality, everything that is manifested in your environment right now, is telling you exactly what you need to do, where to go, how to be. You find it, you realize it in your presence. in your curiosity, in your awe, in childlike wonder. We are wondered and awed by our environments. All of the answers, the solutions, the pathways forward are right here with us right now. It's up to us to be present, to realize it. It's up to us to be awed and wondered by our environments. Like, oh my gosh, this view right here is amazing. Wait, I'm gonna show you how amazing this view is. Like, look at that. Look at that. I love how this branch is curved. Oh my gosh. And I love how the sun is shining through the pine needles. I love the clouds in the background as well as the blue sky peeking through. I just love this view. When in doubt, look for the answers on the ground all around you and also in the sky above you. The dirt paths, the branches, the leaves, the beings on the floor, they are all here to guide you, to support you, to ground you. The sky above is here to inspire you, to love you, to give you answers in the clouds and in the birds, in all things living that fly through the sky. You got this! Oh my gosh, you got this, beautiful soul. God bless you, beautiful soul. You're so amazing. You're so capable and you're so aligned. You're on the right track. You're doing the right things. Continue to believe in yourself. Continue to love yourself. Continue to accept reality exactly as it is and align your perspective on what you want to actually experience. What you place your attention on is what you manifest. Your attention is your experience in this life, and also your perspective on things is your experience. If something happens in your reality that maybe you think that you don't prefer, align your perspective to just love it. Like, align your perspective to be super grateful for things exactly as they have manifested, because there's always amazing awareness within each experience, so long as you align your perspective to be on what you prefer. You can literally experience exactly whatever you want in accordance with your perspective. Oh my gosh, for example, this morning I got a parking ticket, God bless, mashallah. And when I realized that the street sweepers were like going through the streets and my car was parked on that side of the street, I ran so fast to go move my car. I didn't get there in time. Like, I got the ticket, God bless. And I had to align my perspective on that. One thing that I took from that experience was, dude, that made me run so fast. And when I was a kid, I loved to sprint. It made me so happy and full of freedom and awe and joy just to be sprinting around. And that was like kind of the first time in a while that I sprinted for anything. So I was like, God, thank you so much for having me sprint, because now I remember how much I love to sprint, and like maybe I can start sprinting more in life. And that's a way of connecting with my childlike self, and that is fulfillment from my earliest days. That is a way that I can feel fulfilled in this life right now. I'm not really sprinting right now because I'm in flip-flops. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Bro, a parking ticket got me like this, God bless. You can perceive however you want to perceive. Did I cry about the parking ticket at first? Yes, I did. And then I was like, no, Rebecca, you can perceive however you want to perceive. Maybe you also just need to like move your body a little bit. Sometimes we feel a little bit stagnant in energy because our bodies need to move. It doesn't need to be intense movement. It can simply be a walk. But if you need to flow energy through your body, if you're feeling stagnant at all, see about moving around. Oh yeah, we're outside. God bless, mashallah. I'm loving that the sun is out. I'm so grateful that I'm in this space alone right now. I feel so blessed that I can just come here and exist with the birds, be in nature, learn from the ground. I literally be learning from this ground, God bless. Sometimes the simplest things are our teachers, they are our guides, they are the pathways forward. The ground, as simple as the ground is, has everything that you need, including the sky. As natural as the sky is as powerful as it can be. Oh, that's such a good one. As natural as it is as powerful as it can be. We can apply that to ourselves. As natural as we are is as powerful we can be. As authentic as we are is as powerful we are. We're so powerful. God bless. We can always just stop to pause and watch nature all around us. This is alignment. The pause is our alignment. This is simply being. And being is our alignment. Being naturally as we are in this present moment without feeling like we need to do anything or be anywhere. Exactly here, now, as we are, with this view. That's all that we need in this present moment. I feel so grateful and so honored and blessed. When I first moved here, I wondered why I was here. Of course, we always wonder like the purpose of our lives. And we create those purposes through our gratitude, through our beliefs, and through cultivating the perspectives that we want to be living. I choose to perceive that one of the purposes that I came here for is to exist in this space, to just be here in harmony with all of the beings and nature and environment all around me. I came to be here. What is the purpose of our placement in space, of where we are and how we are? Our purpose is simply to be. And the purpose is fulfilled as soon as we realize that this is the case. As soon as we accept this and are grateful for it, our purpose is to simply be. To be awed by our views, to feel the wind on our skin, to exist in harmony with the nature all around us. We are part of nature all around us. This is the highest fulfillment that I can experience, is simply being. The end result, a YouTube video, connection with others online, in the comments down below, like and subscribe. All of that is awesome. But the highest fulfillment that I can experience is being right here, right now, in this present moment. This is enough for me. God bless. This is enough for me. Thank you, God. And in that realization, you can feel God all around you, God right here with you. God is always around you. God is always with you. It's when we come to arrive in this present moment that we can really feel it, that we can really be with God. I'm so grateful that I started this channel and this endeavor, and I'm very excited to see where we go. I'm more so fulfilled and grateful for exactly as we are right now. We currently have 70 subscribers. God bless! God bless everyone, everywhere that you are. God bless! Thank you for joining me here on the present moment. Thank you for being here with me. Exactly as we are right now is perfect. That's it. That's it. That's the end of the story, the end of the book, the end of the experience. It's not necessarily the end in time, but the end in energy, the highest energy, the most fulfillment that we can experience. This is it. Sometimes we think that we need to go different places to change where we are and how we are. And those changes do provide amazing new perspectives. They help us develop and learn and grow. They also allow us to meet new people who we're supposed to meet and call our very best friends. God bless. But also, those same intentions can mutually inclusively be fulfilled exactly where we are. Maybe it takes a 5-minute walk to arrive in a new space that fulfills those same intentions. Maybe it's a short drive. Maybe it's in one's own very home. Maybe it's in our backyards or the park nearby, or with the friends that we already have. Our pure intentions are always fulfilled no matter where we are. Sometimes we have to change where we are in space. Sometimes we're exactly as we are. And it's our honor to follow our intuition, to arrive exactly where we need to arrive, to be exactly where we are meant to be. The birds all around you are angels, okay? The birds that come up and are like near you, they're angels checking in on you, saying, "What's up? What's up?" There's some birds here. Also, whenever I see other beings like animals and birds, I say Assalamu alaikum, which is peace be upon you. Let me see if I can get them in the video. Oh, you can see one. You can see one right there. Hi, Pippa. Assalamu alaikum, Bobo. Yes, yes. So cute. Right here, can you see him right here? God bless, God bless. MashaAllah. It's always a really good sign when you're existing in an environment and animals just start getting a little bit closer and existing nearby you, because not only is that showing that they feel safe around you, they could also be very interested and curious, but also it's a sign that you have integrated into the natural process of your environment. It's a sign that you have harmonized with your environment. You've become a part of the symbiosis in your environment. Your presence is serving a beneficial purpose in the space that you are inhabiting. These could be birds, lizards, squirrels, even household pets. When you notice that they're getting a little bit closer to you and like maybe interested and curious about you, but still existing and going about their daily routines, it's a sign that you are positively benefiting the environment that you are inhabiting. God bless. So keep on holding those positive thoughts when you see another being like an animal or a reptile. You can think, God bless you. You can also speak, God bless you, because your speech is actually much more powerful. Your speech is literally manifesting those vibrations. God bless. Allow your sight to land on things in your environment that look nice, that are different. Right now I was like watching a swirl of wind, and that was so interesting. It was honestly a miracle, mashallah. That was a whole manifestation, that was a whole demonstration of energy in my environment. And I had to look at it. Allow yourself to look at the things that are interesting and unique and new. God bless. God bless you so much, beautiful soul. You got this. You're so amazing. You're on the right track and you're deeply aligned. You are fulfilling your dreams, your goals, your purposes in this life. Absolutely everything is working out for you. We can hang out in the comments down below if you want. Like the video, share the video with a loved one, and subscribe so that you can join us here on the present moment. Your desired reality is yours, and I really enjoy expressing and discussing the laws of the universe. You gotta know some of the laws of the universe so that you can harmonize with the laws of the universe and manifest with ease. And we talked a lot today about laws of the universe, so there's more to come. We got a lot more to discuss. God bless. This is also your sign to continue to work on that project that you feel deeply in your heart that you want to work on. Whether it's starting a YouTube channel or writing that book, you've always been within that process. Even for the period of time where you weren't taking direct action on it, you were building mental commitment and preparing yourself energetically for that project. All of that time of mental and energetic preparation is serving you very well. Take your aligned action and also match it with rest. Don't rush anything, don't force anything, just enjoy the process. You got this. God bless you. You so got this. Thank you so much for joining me here on The Present Moment. My name is Rebecca and I am believing in you. I'm supporting you, and I'm a fellow human being giving you all of my very best so that you can live your very best life. You got this. Thank you so much for joining me here on The Present Moment. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. God bless. Mwah.